Welcome back to Young Tripp Reactions. The next video we're going to do is Wendy's Trio. Spit in customers' food, put it in the trash, and then served it to the customer. This is absolutely insane. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, join the Young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through direct message over on Instagram. If you have anything personal going on that you want me to help you advocate for or bring more awareness to, a situation that you are having, something like injustice, something regarding an incident that you or a relative or somebody has had with a cop or the police in general, or something connected to anything that you've seen on my channel, that you want more media coverage on it and another activist to get on it, send that to me through direct message over on Instagram, and we can talk about that over there. If it's something real big and serious, we can talk about it, and I can possibly help as an activist, help you with that and bring more awareness to it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, join the Young Tripp family. Also, come follow me over on Instagram because I post over there as well too. Let's get into this.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The champ is here. The champ is here. Get that pose on. Stop playing. I do it like a king do. Let's get it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yo, YouTube. What's going on? Tripping again to hit y'all another video. Hope you're having a very great day. Hope you're having a very great week. My day is going absolutely stupendous. Big shout out to all the channel members and subscribers of the Trey King Show family. And much love to all of you. And you all, we have a store in South Carolina by way of Union. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of South Carolina. Everybody outside the great city of Union. Now, before I start this story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, keep these stories coming. Now, you all, as you all know, I do all kinds of videos. Now, there are certain videos that really just butters my bread. And then there are certain videos that just really make me mad. Now, as you all watch this video, I want you to ask yourself, what can make these three heifers spit in somebody's food after taking the food out the trash can? Now, ask yourself this also, family. Why would people take these jobs at these fast food restaurants knowing damn well they cannot control their emotions? And for anyone out there trying to make excuses up for these women, please do not do that. Because picture if you was eating that food. Picture if somebody spit in your food and then you was eating said food and then you realize that your food been tampered with. How would you feel and how would you react to the whole situation? Now, as you all know, I have did countless stories just this year of people getting into it with people at these fast food restaurants. And not only are they fighting and shooting and stabbing at these restaurants, but as you all can tell, they're also tampering with your food. That's why it's always best to be safe to check your food. Check your food before you even leave the establishment, because you just never know what these people are doing with said food. Because the last thing you want to do is to be rubbing your tummy, saying to yourself, oh, what a good meal. And then you realize upon that last bite, you got spit, hair, or even mucus in the food. Now, I did a story a couple years ago out of Milton, Florida, where we had another heifer who decided to tamper with the food. Check this out.
A fast food employee facing charges tonight accused of spitting in a customer's food. Felicia Archer was arrested earlier this month, now facing culpable negligence charges.
And yes, family, as you all heard, it's just not South Carolina, it's also Florida. In Florida, y'all have enough problems. But it don't just stop in Florida, family. We also got another heifer in Las Vegas, Nevada, who decided, yes, to spit and then hawk up a loogie in somebody's ice cold coffee. Check this out.
Cynthia Bear discovered her food had been tampered with after ordering from the McDonald's drive-thru on Tropicana and Jones. Bear told 13 Investigates that employee Felicia O'Neill cut her off while she was trying to place her order, so she asked to speak to a supervisor. After receiving her order and nearly finishing her iced coffee, she realized it contained mucus and saliva.
And now, family, if that's not enough to make you want to choke the living hell out of someone,
That's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Let's continue.
I don't know what is.
And nearly finishing her iced coffee, she realized it contained mucus and saliva.
And now, family, if that's not enough to make you want to choke the living hell out of someone, I don't know what is. And down south in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, we call it hella nasty. Now, back to this story right here. We have 3 women, family, yes, who decided to do the same damn thing. But they did not spit in the ice cold coffee. These 3 heifers decided to spit in a customer's burger. So ask yourself this. Why would it take 3 women to spit on one burger? Now, what makes this story even more sadder, family, and also a crime within itself, certain news media outlets decided to blur these heifers' pictures out, as if we don't have the tools to fix that. Abracadabra.
Granger makes
Advertise
it
it,
easy
y'all.
to find and order the products your team depends on around the clock. Because when box...
As you all can see, because one pictures out, as if we don't have the tools to fix that. Abracadabra. As you all can see, because one thing about it, on the Trey King Show, we're going to expose you. If you do wrong, guess what? We're going to expose you. So before we...
And the same thing on Young Tripp Reactions and Music, we do the same thing. Absolutely. No, you're going to be exposed when you do stuff you definitely don't got no business doing. Don't do it if you want to hide. Absolutely. No. Let's continue.
Dive deep into this video, as you all can see, because one thing about it, on the Trey King Show, we're going to expose you. If you do wrong, guess what? We're going to expose you. So before we dive deep into this video, let me ask you a question. Why would the news media release these heifers' names, but at the same time try to blur their photos out? And what makes the story even more sadder, family, as if it could get any worse, is the fact that after the customer discovered her burger was tampered with, she decided to call the general manager. And guess what the general manager did, family? No, you're wrong. They was not fired as of then. But the general manager decided to write these women up. How can you write these women up when these women...
How can you write somebody up when they spit in the food? No, they should be gone. Let's continue.
were caught tampering. They was not fired as of then. But the general manager decided to write these women up. How can you write these women up when these women were caught tampering with somebody's food? So let me ask you all this. Do you think these 3 women should have been fired or should they have just been rolled up? In my honest to God opinion, since they took it upon themselves to mess with somebody's food and then also got arrested, it's only right. The only right thing to do, Wendy's manager, is to fire these women. Because guess what? If you did it once, you would do it again. Let's begin.
Facts. They will do it again because they done it once. And if you just got written up and then got prosecuted, but you still got your job, then ain't nothing really happened. Let's continue.
3 employees at
Right. The only right thing to do, Wendy's manager, is to fire these women. Because guess what? If you did it once, you would do it again. Let's begin.
3 employees at a Wendy's in Union County are accused of tampering with a customer's order after allegedly spitting in the food and serving it after it had been in the trash.
And now, family, this incident had taken place Saturday, May the 30th, inside the great state of South Carolina, inside the great city of Union, where we had 3 women who goes by the name of, from oldest to youngest, 33-year-old Crystal Holly. And then we also have Aaliyah Sanders, 23 years old. Now, is that a woman? I don't even know if that's a woman. But anyway, they saying that's a woman in South Carolina. If that's all you all got, oh my God, the pick is slim. Sade, what happened to your face? Up there looking like a man. Anyway, 23-year-old Aaliyah Sanders, along with the youngest one of them all, 19-year-old Trinity Rice, who was accused of tampering with a customer food. Now, the way this story went down, family, it will shock you. But it goes to show you how diabolical and how insidious some people can be. Now, it all started that fateful Saturday, May the 30th, when we had a customer at the drive-thru window who decided to order some food. And after she received her food, she noticed that her order was not right. So rightfully, she told the cashier at the window, at the drive-thru window, that her food was not made properly. So after these three women allegedly made the food over, which they didn't, the customer took the food and left. But unfortunately for that customer, her food was made even worse than when she first received it. So the question remains, if the customer asked you all to make their food over, why did you not make the food over? And if you had a problem with that customer, because people are saying that these three women had a problem with that said customer. And now, if you had a problem with that customer, why not tell your manager that you and this customer have some beef going on, some drama going on, and you don't feel right making her food? And guess what? Exclude yourself from the whole situation. That would have been the best thing to do. Why take it upon yourself, all three of you all, to spit in this woman's food after grabbing the food out the trash can? And after...
Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Let's continue.
Hearing that, ask yourself, that would have been the best thing to do. Why take it upon yourself, all three of you all, to spit in this woman's food after grabbing the food out the trash can? And after hearing that, ask yourself today, family, how would you feel knowing these three women are spitting your food after they took it out the trash can and fed it to you? That goes to show you how low down some people can be. That would have been the best thing to do. Some drama going on, and you don't feel right making her food. And guess what? Exclude yourself from the whole situation. That would have been the best thing to do. Why? Some drama going on in customer, because people are saying that these three women had a problem with that said customer. And now, if you had a problem with that customer, why not tell your manager that you and this customer have some beef going on, some drama going on, and you don't feel right making her food? And guess what? Exclude yourself from the whole situation. That would have been the best thing to do. Why take it upon yourself, all three of you all, to spit in this woman's food after grabbing the food out the trash can? And after hearing that, ask yourself today, family, how would you feel knowing these three women are spitting your food after they took it out the trash can and fed it to you? That goes to show you how low down some people can be. Let's close up.
Investigators say the food was rewrapped and handed back to her. 3 employees now face food tampering charges. No other details have been released at this time.
And now in closing, after the customer had received her food that was supposedly remade over, which it wasn't, the customer proceeded to leave Wendy's and she started eating the food. But thank God she did not eat all the food because, like I told you earlier, there was an angel in the midst. And as the church people say, there was a ram in the bush. Now, as the lady was eating the food, she received a call from someone inside the Wendy's establishment. So let me ask you all this before we close this video up. Who do you think called this customer? Was it an employee or was it a customer? Because as you all know, the only way a customer inside the lobby area would know this food was tampered with is if the women had tampered with the food in front of them, which you all know most likely they didn't. So they can only leave one other thing. It had to be another employee that had called the lady and let her know that her food was tampered with and not to eat it. So after the customer received that troubling phone call, she then decided to call Wendy's, where she spoke to a manager and told the manager on duty what had taken place. Now, fast forward a day later, that's when said customer had called Wendy's again and asked to speak to the general manager. And the only thing the general manager did, family, was write these women up, gave them a write-up. So why didn't the general manager fire them on the spot? But the question remains, if you know these women were tampering with the food, why write them up? Why not just fire them and get them out the way? Because I'm sure this was not their first time doing this type of mess. Now, after the manager had wrote them up, that's when the lady had contacted law enforcement, and that's when the women were arrested. Even though they was not arrested that night, they was arrested different days, but at the same time, all three of them was arrested and shamed once again on the news media for trying to blur these faces out. I mean, you all show people faces who do less crimes, who do jaywalking type crimes, petty crimes. So here we have women spitting in people's food, and you all decide to blur the image out. And guess what? Not on my watch. But anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me, and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed. And when you go to these fast food places, I don't care if it's a restaurant, please check over your food. Because the last thing you want to do is be finishing a burger Talking about this is the best burger I ever had, and you realize somebody done spit in it or hawked up a loogie. That's what we call the Trey King Show a damn shame. But anyway, I will see y'all soon on the next Trey King Show. And I'm out.
Absolutely insane. Just similar to the other one that I just did. Obviously that one was a bit worse because of the herpes catching. But this is terrible. As a person, as I always say, who has a degree in this field and been working in this field for over 15 years, I've had issues with customers, but I never thought about tampering with their food because I wouldn't want nobody to tamper with my food. But obviously, some people just have different minds and different opinions about stuff. They should be fired if they haven't been fired already. Trey didn't say that they got fired, but they should be fired. But let me know what y'all think. I'll have the original video pinned at the top of the chat and in the link in the description. Also, my Instagram will be in the link in the description and at the top of the chat and comment. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and join the young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through direct message over on Instagram. If you have anything personal going on, like civil rights violations or anything like you see it on my channel where you just want more, media coverage and, to expose whatever your situation is with whoever, send that to me through direct message over on Instagram. Make sure also you come follow me over on Instagram because I post over there as well too. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and join the young Tripp family. And like Trey said, make sure you check your food before you eat it. I usually don't even go to fast food restaurants for real that much really anymore. The most places that I go to are restaurants where you go and sit down at. But like Trey said, even check your food there as well too. It's less likely that something like that will happen at those types of places, but anything is possible. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.